And we are back.
Good morning.
Yeah. Welcome to another exciting episode 3.
Episode 3.
Yeah. Of You Must Be Joking.
Right?
Yeah. There we We're getting it. We'll figure it out yet. Anyway, didn't pick a topic, so like you said, let's talk about topics.
Yeah, because, I mean, it's an interesting query you posed about what would get people interested. And these days, people are so myopically focused on small stuff and so multiply faceted. It's just like these 4 people are interested in that, these 4 people are interested in that, these 10 people like that. And all those that's are completely different.
Yeah.
And it's hard to coagulate everybody into one scene at one time to watch one thing for more than 10 seconds. Because TikTok, they do 15-second videos, and most of them aren't even 15 seconds. And then you get these creators on there, and they do a whole regimen of 7-second videos.
Mm.
And then they do a couple 15s. Then they do a whole regimen of 7-second videos. Then they do a 1-minuter. Then a whole bunch of 7 to 10 seconds. And then they'll throw that 3-minute. And then they'll get on and it'll be like, man, I did a 3-minute video and I lost like 100,000 followers. I'm just like, well, it's because nobody cared about your 3-minute video. They just like the 7 seconds of you jumping up and down with your boobs doing this.
Well, those I tune into,
Hey, I'm a pervert too.
No, I'm not. I'm not perverted.
Don't lie to me. Lie to your friends.
No, I'm not perverted. I've always been fascinated by jugglers.
Hey, man.
Yeah, and when you can get them going separate at the same time, I mean that works for me. I mean, yeah. After a while, of course, my eyes get sore.
Hippity hoppity flippity floppity. Yeah, no, I'm. Hey, man, don't get me wrong. I'm into looking at beautiful bodies, and it's just. Like everything, I'm too late. The one time I wasn't too late was when I did music, and even then I was too late because when I was 18 playing music, the average age of bands being signed was 30. And by the time I got to 30 and was playing music, and I was doing all right, but the average age of bands being signed was 18. So I was way too late. And then I jumped on the YouTube thing, and I was way too late for that because everyone's getting canceled. Then I jumped on these podcast things, and it's just like, well, everyone's doing it, so you got to have something unique, and I don't have nothing unique. I'm not unique. We're not unique. And then then jump on the Twitch and the TikTok. See, the thing about Facebook and Twitter and Instagram and TikTok and all social media. The thing about all social media, as soon as it becomes something that a lot of people are attracted to, all of a sudden it becomes a dating site. You get all these spam bots and all these fake people that are like, hey, you looking for someone to spend the night with? Because all you gotta do is send me $10. It's just like, man, can we never get away from this stuff? So they ruin it for me.
Well, yeah, I get tired of that. In fact, like on Facebook, I mean, I'll go ahead, it's just a regular post, it's something that I find interesting or funny. Mm-hmm. I don't usually post anything about my life.
Yeah.
I do, things that I find are funny or interesting, or it'll be something about the radio station, something like that. That's all I post, But there's always these idiots that sit there and everything and say, you win, and they, and it's all spam. So, of course, now I got to go through the deal of spam, block, ignore, and then delete, So, then, and it's just constant, and there's no reason for them to be there, So, but I think you remember MySpace?
Oh, yeah. MySpace was fantastic.
Yeah.
Because I could upload music that I had recorded in my garage,
mm-hmm.
and specify the demographic that I wanted to enjoy it. Because, we got off of a tour, and we were sitting at home, and we recorded some new music, and we loaded it up. This is how long ago it was. I loaded up to MySpace, and we started getting listens from Russia and Italy and Brazil. So we started myopically focusing on making friends in those regions. And the next thing you knew, we were selling albums, and we never played anywhere over there. It's just like, they're just like, oh, this is great stuff. Let's buy it. Okay, here's the link. I still get royalties from that stuff. I mean, don't get me wrong. It's $5 every 6 months, but hey, money is money, right?
Yes. But, it was so popular. Everybody really went for it. And then when the parents and the grandparents started getting in on it, then everybody started shifting over to Facebook.
Is that what happened?
Yeah.
Because they wanted to run away from their parents?
Well, and then, like, me and even my mother got on Facebook, and about that time and everything, then that's when they started coming off with Twitter, and this kind of stuff, and people started going off.
Snapchat and all that
yeah,
stuff.
So,
But see, the thing about Twitter and Snapchat and Instagram is it's instant gratification.
Well,
Where Facebook, you're on there for, and you're looking at people's pictures, which is okay, but with Twitter and Instagram and stuff like that, you're almost, you're almost involved with the person because they're doing something. They're like, hey, look, you're right here with me, and it's just like, okay, fine.
Well, yeah, well, to me, Facebook is immediate gratification, okay? You're looking at a guy that used to wait for a couple of months to get a letter back from Japan from a buddy of mine, okay? Mm-hmm. Akira Yamamoto was a real nice guy, and, we were pen pals. I couldn't read or write very well, so it took a long time for me to answer, and then, but once I sent a letter and everything, it would usually take a couple of months for it to get there and come back,
Right.
And, so to me, Facebook is instant gratification. If I wanted to get a picture from my parents or send one to my parents, you used to have to put it in the mail. And they might get it in 3 days to 2 weeks. The same thing if it was coming back. So Facebook is immediate. Pretty much. So and. Although I don't really see a whole lot of difference between that and email when it first came out. Everybody was always sending pictures and jokes and stuff like that through email.
Yeah.
But that was always people that you knew.
That's back in the 90s.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, late 80s.
The 1890s.
If only.
Imagine. Because diversion. In 1890, we were riding in horse-drawn carriages. 1970, we were walking on the moon. Why haven't we advanced since then?
Well, you missed a little bit. Okay,
what did I miss?
Horse-drawn carriages have been around since the 1200s. Okay.
Probably before that. They had chariots. Come on, man.
Okay, but and then we ended up with automobiles in the late 1980.
1894 they had a car designed and built in Japan and in the U.S.
Yeah.
Running. Matter of fact, the one in the U.S. was an electric car.
But so then we had the automobile. And the steam engine even came before that.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. So we've always been trying to move a little bit forward and this kind of thing.
Yeah, but
and
we
then,
stopped.
Then we ended up with the airplane. Okay. Then we ended up with supersonic travel. And then we had, we had space flight, then supersonic travel. And then we went to space travel. Okay.
But we don't travel
and we
space.
landed on the moon. Oh, yeah, we do.
No, we don't.
Yeah. The International Space Station actually travels how many miles a day?
Well, it travels around the planet. But you're not traveling anywhere except around a ball. It's like you're circling a toilet.
Actually, no.
And yeah, it is a toilet.
No, well, that's downtown Seattle. In fact, I was talking to my wife about that the other day. Thanksgiving, we went to some friends, but I had to go to Seattle to pick her up at the hospital there. And when we got there and everything, I was not a happy camper because she told me that, I thought I was going to go get her and then we were just going to go back to our friend's house.
Yeah.
Right? she wanted to go into the international district to get pork.
Oh boy.
Now, my friend is making this big-ass turkey, and she wants to go get pork. Why? You know?
Because turkey is dry and pork is delicious.
And so I asked her, you know, I
It's
said,
the
you know,
forbidden food. Remember? Read the Bible.
why in the hell can't we just go back, eat the turkey that's already cooking, you know, and get the hell out of Washington's toilet bowl, you know? Because, well, I don't know how long it's been since you were downtown Seattle, but...
Not long enough.
Yeah, pretty much, yeah. If only you could flush.
Yes.
There's a lot of floaters there.
Yeah, Ansley.
But, yeah, it's yeah. There's a place in Nevada.
Yeah.
I wish I could remember the name of it. I'm gonna have to look it up again somewhere. But they actually have a sign as you're coming into town that says the name of the town and America's Armpit. I love that. But anyway, back to what we were talking about. You know,
What were we talking about? Yeah, I haven't Facebooked in over a year. I used to have 2 accounts, and I had one account had about 460 friends, and of those 460 friends, I knew them. I've got their phone numbers. I'm still in contact with them. They're my friends. And the other account, I just like accept all the friend requests, and I could post the same thing on both pages, and all my friends would just get down on me. And all the people I didn't know were just like, oh, that's hilarious, it's funny, because they would understand it's just a joke.
it's funny how that works.
Yeah, so I quit Facebook a year ago, and I have not Facebooked since, except for one time my account got hacked, so I jumped on to change the password and all that stuff, and said, hi, everyone. Goodbye, everyone. And at this point, I have someone controlling my Facebook portion of my social media for my other podcasts. And as far as I know, it's still working because he hasn't said, hey, I stopped doing it. So
yeah, I got a guy every once in a while. In fact, he wants to start doing it again, but my finances have been a little bit thin here lately while I'm trying to get all this going and stuff. And
it's amazing how much money it takes to make things happen.
Yeah.
For nothing.
But, you know, but I'm probably going to let him start doing it again. I want to get a couple more promos done first, though, and then let him do it, because he takes care of my Facebook, he takes care of Twitter, and he takes care of Instagram, all that, you know, so.
Yeah, well, that's the same thing that happens for me, because my Facebook and my Twitter and my Instagram are all linked, so all he has to do is make one post, and it goes to all 3 of those. Perfect.
Yeah, that's pretty much, I think, what he does.
And it's funny when he's like, hey, did you see what I posted? I was like, no. He got a lot of responses. Yeah, cool. Then you're getting paid.
Yeah.
But now, I'm going to be twitching. But it was cool. I got on there. I talked to a couple people and had fun. I had so much fun. I was up to the wee hours of this afternoon before I went to sleep.
Well, I was planning on, you know, I thought that I thought at first of all I was going to be going to the chiropractor this morning. Come to find out, he's out for the week, so he won't be back because he's a hunter. So he'll be back next week.
Oh.
Yeah.
I'm going to go out and shoot me a Bambi. Bambi's delicious.
Well, I don't know about Bambi, but I like eating his mother.
Wait, was Bambi a boy?
Yes.
Son of a...
Yeah, remember that stripper you were giving 20s to?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Son of a... I was only in Taiwan for 2 weeks. And she was awesome.
But yeah, so I, you know, that was going to be my morning, and then I thought we were going to be doing this at noon, and you know, and then the Wolf and the Shepherd podcast was on at 1:00, you know, and so it just finished before you actually did come over. So you know, otherwise I was going to be doing another 4-hour live broadcast.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, when I leave this studio, I'm going to another studio to go do a another podcast for
You attention hog.
about 30 minutes, and then I'm gonna jump on my Twitch and see if I can
Go lay down.
see if I can make some new content. See if I can get some followers.
No, go lay down.
And then tomorrow I record one of our satellite shows at the studio here. We'll see how that goes. That's gonna be fun. Outsiders.
Well, I actually tried using that other program I was telling you about to do a remote. I finally figured out kind of what I'm doing.
You sent me a link.
Yeah, but
And I clicked on it, and it asked for a password, and you didn't send me a password.
actually it was in the email.
Was it?
Yeah. But we'll try it again, maybe tomorrow. You'll have to let me know when you get up, so we can kind of time it to where
I don't ever get up, bro. I come to.
Well, eventually when you come to, you do get up because you're here, you're on the couch,
Yeah.
you got pants on.
I got pants on, even though they were yesterday's pants and 3 weeks ago shirt. But yeah, that's man, I can't believe how busy I've made myself since I have officially retired again. And it is retired because I was tired, now I'm retired.
Yeah. And then tomorrow we got to go to Nate Jackson's.
Hell yeah, man. Nate Jackson's Super Funny Comedy Club in Tacoma, Washington on 84th and Hosmer. That is the place to be on Tuesday nights.
Yeah, and Veg and I will be there tomorrow night. It's open mic, so...
I did do the email sign up for December, but since it's still technically November... Wait, tomorrow's the 1st, right?
Well, I don't know about
what
tomorrow.
day is it?
This
Tuesday.
is the 29th.
Hey, what are you doing Wednesday night?
Wednesday night?
Oh, you can't do nothing Wednesday night because you work Thursday morning.
Yeah, it depends on what time because I have to get up at 4:30 in the morning.
Because I'm going to do a charity event in Enumclaw. And no, I'm not having sex with horses. Because they're not paying enough for that. See, everyone has a price. I was just wondering if you would like to go to the Cole Street Brewery with me for a Christmas benefit for the kids.
Well, I would like to, but yeah,
you work.
Yeah, and chances are that's not going to be over.
I'm younger.
A lot.
That was not for you. That was not your cue, buddy. He's just like, I need attention.
Yeah, well, he always says that.
Yeah,
no matter what.
So was mine.
Now, go lay down, Shinzo.
The best part is, I'll feed mine a bowl of food, and then he'll look at me like, I'm still hungry. It's like, no, you're really not. I can see your gut looks like this.
Okay, now this this is a good topic right here because this little boy, okay, we will feed him.
He's an eater.
We will feed him first thing in the morning, right? And every meal, he is right there next to you, and he won't touch his food. He will not touch his food all day long. Every once in a while, he might pick at it a little bit, but just, and, but, he's waiting, because Mama is the soft touch, so he sits next to her, either side. He'll go from one side to the other, and everything. And I'll tell him, get your nose off the table, because his nose will come this far over the edge of the table, trying to smell her food, and get the nose off the table, and he'll pull it back to where it's this far from the edge of the table, But so he's really good about that.
Not on the table.
Yeah, and we can actually leave a chicken, a string of chicken legs and stuff like that on the table, and he won't touch it.
Yeah.
We've left steaks on the. In fact, we left a whole roast on the counter once, and he didn't touch it.
Yeah.
He learned his lesson because he did steal a whole chicken and he stole a whole pork roast once.
Woo!
But anyway, so he'll sit there and everything, but he will wait until the day is over. And then after we go to bed, then he'll eat his food. And the whole reason for it is because he wants to see if he's going to get anything better,
right?
Enough to fill him up,
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So You know, it's like, well, I'm not going to eat that until I have to, because I'm gonna get some of that ham. I'm gonna get a piece of that chicken. I'm gonna get something. They're gonna give me a bone from that steak. And my wife actually apologizes to him after dinner.
When she doesn't give him anything.
Well, like I made a meatloaf last night, right?
Oh.
And so
damn, I should have came here for dinner last night.
yeah, it was a good one too. But anyway, I made the meatloaf.
Don't look at me in that tone of voice.
I made meatloaf, and then so we.
Hey,
went,
do you do beef and pork?
Yesterday was just beef.
Okay. So anyway.
Yeah. So anyway, I went ahead and I made that.
Can you tell him,
after dinner, then my wife actually told him, "I'm sorry, there were no bones in this." Because he's sitting there watching every second, just eyes glued, looking at her.
From the fork to the mouth, from the.
Yeah. And he just sits there and everything, and if she holds out her hand,
sit,
Shinzo, sit down.
He was almost there. There you go, good boy. So yeah,
but yeah, so he won't, he'll just sit there and watch, and then wait for you to give him something, and hope that you give him something, and then, but then he'll eat his food after you go to bed.
Oh, nice.
You attention dog or hog.
Attention dog. Eat that pooper bear.
Now, just to let everybody know, this guy right here,
just this one. Look at the camera, Sinjo.
Yep.
Hi.
That is what you call attention deficit.
Hey. Attention deficit dog.
Yeah, because as far as he's concerned,
attention deficit dog.
We're definitely holding a deficit here.
Yeah, but listen.
Get down.
Poo-poo. Give me one kiss. Okay, go. You got your kiss, now go.
Go lay down.
He's like, but kisses lead to other things.
Shinzo, go lay down. Stay. Anyway.
So yeah, I broke my fence. Need to fix my fence. Still can't fix my fence.
You still can't find a part?
Still can't find a part.
Well,
went to Home Depot, went to Lowe's, went to McLendon's, went to online. They don't have the part I'm looking for.
Still seems to me like you should be able to get.
Well, because I was looking at your fence, and it has that nice, big, durable, heavy-duty bracket for the corner, and I can order it. I just can't get it for 7 weeks.
7 weeks?
7 weeks.
Damn.
So I'm just waiting, and it's because the supply chain is broken on purpose. They did it on purpose.
What about
They're fishing us against each other.
Have you tried Ace?
You know what? I did. That's the only thing I didn't go to. Ace's Hardware and Liquor Store in Spanaway. Come here and we'll show you how to cook meth. So we have in-store classes today. Yeah, no, I should try that. But
and just give them a call. They used to have the stuff that was really hard to find over here at Lincoln Hardware.
Well, they got a fence place over off of Canyon. No, but it's off. It's somewhere. It's somewhere over by 512, and it's an actual fence place where they they'll come to your place and they'll measure shit and, and they'll do a electric gate if you want and all that stuff. And I was like, hey, can I buy a couple things because I want to build my own gate? And they're like, yeah, sure. It's just $1,000. I was just like, what? You guys are crazy. So I'm just holding out. I got some hope, and
well, with the size pipe that you have for your gate, seems to me like you should be able to use the plumbing pipe, the galvanized, and get the corners from that.
I think I'm just gonna upgrade and go get the 2-inch stuff because my problem is I'm trying to find the inch and a quarter. so that it's all similar. And at this point, I no longer care. I'm gonna go get the 2 inch and do the big stuff, and it'll be heavy duty gate, and that's what we need. And then I'll just upgrade the fence later, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense.
And that was our home topic session.
There's always home topics.
Oh man.
Yeah. I keep putting them off.
So my girl, did my studio, and so past couple days, not only was I twitching yesterday for forever, but also
I do that every time I think of my ex-wife.
She
naked.
was Lucy. No, so she started redecorating the house because when we moved in, it was sold. It was on the market as a 4-bedroom house. It was technically a 2-bedroom house because for it to be a bedroom, it has to have a closet, and there were only 2 closets in the entire house. So I tore out. There was a living room, and then there was a wall and a door, which led to an actual room that had a closet, but that was the door that led you to the hallway, that led you to the bathroom, that led you to the back room, that led you to the upstairs. And it's just like, well, that makes absolutely zero sense. So I tore all that out and put it in a nice archway and expanded, made a nice, huge open room. And then we filled it with a closet and a coat rack and a wardrobe, wardrobe, and a coat rack and some other stuff. And so when I did the studio, she was just inspired. And so now she's moved everything, tore everything out. We were cleaning, and she's vacuuming right now as I come over here. And it was, she's just, I love the inspiration because the house looks so much better now that we moved some stuff around. And you see, you don't know because you've never even been in my house. But
well, in my defense, I've never been invited,
and you never will be.
See? There you go. That's why he built his studio 100 feet from his house.
Right.
So I don't have any reason to go that close.
Straight to the studio, bro. Here's the code. Walk in. Let's go. Yeah, but it's amazing because we finally get to utilize the archway that I built the year we moved into the house, which was 20 years ago.
Yeah, when we bought this house and everything, they built it as a 3-bedroom.
Yeah.
Yeah, because the room, me and my wife's bedroom, it actually has a closet, but it's like this wide, And then my daughter's room, it has a closet. It's got the biggest closet in the house.
Okay.
My youngest daughter. And then the one on that end of the house, these are all upstairs, has a closet with a window in it. Don't ask me why, but it's actually got a window in it, but it comes up in like this towards the roof, and so that's why they said we have a 3-bedroom, right?
Mm-hmm.
This one down here in the basement that I used to use for the office, that one there actually has a closet in it. But
Really?
They wouldn't classify that as a bedroom because there's not a window to get out.
Oh, there's no easement, yeah.
Yeah, so, even though there's a door here and there's a, stairway with the door going up.
Yeah, but you got to be able to get out of the room. If everything else is on fire, you got to have a way out.
Yeah.
That's what the code is.
Yeah. So, that's not a bedroom, that's a den. And then the other one that has always been a guest room, which we use for a dining room most of the time, doesn't have a closet. So I've been thinking about just building a closet across the one wall there anyways.
Yeah.
But right now I kind of like having the dining room. I just wish I could knock that one wall out and everything and make it, attached to the kitchen.
Oh, you
and then
can
put
knock it out. I got a beam. I got a 10-foot glue lamp, bro. We can do all kinds of stuff.
Yeah, well, I think that the chimney that used to be here goes up right there, through that wall, because there's a part that comes out right next to the refrigerator that's kind of blocked off like that and goes back. So
Oh, for the
Where the chimney
gas
used to go.
furnace. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know about gas furnace or anything. I know it used to have a oil furnace here.
Well, either way, because we've got the two chimneys. We got the chimney for the fireplace, and then we've got the other chimney for the for what used to be the gas or oil furnace. And you can see that once they decided they didn't want that anymore, they tore, because you can see the new square in the roof still, I think, where they tore out the chimney from the exhaust portion for the heater or the central heating or whatever, but the other chimney's still there. So I'm getting ready to tear that other chimney out and re-roof the house. That's gonna be a lot of fun.
Yeah, well, ours doesn't go all the way up through. I don't know why, but but that section is still there. But I think that's a supporting wall. Yeah, so I probably don't want to knock that one out. But I would like to upstairs and everything take my youngest daughter, move her into my older daughter's room at the other end.
With the window closet?
Yeah. And then go ahead and just knock that one wall out and give us a bigger room. Just square it off over there. So we got a shorter hallway, but we got plenty of windows and light.
Yeah.
We still got the bathroom, the whole nine yards.
Walk-in closet for Mama. Anyway. So yeah, I just don't know. I don't know what people want to see us talk about. I just don't.
Well, there's a lot of different topics we could hit. But what I would like to do, in fact, I think that's what we should do probably. I'll go ahead and I'll make another email for suggestions.
Okay.
In fact, that's what it'll be. We'll just call it suggestions@rubberchickenradio.com. Does that work?
Sure.
Okay. And then people can go ahead and come up with whatever topic they want to hear us discuss. And we can actually do a little bit of research for the topic. If you want to hear more about this new COVID thing, fine. It's kind of worn out.
We can tell you all about COVID.
Yeah, they got the new one now. They made it sound scary. They gave it a scary name.
Which one?
It almost sounds technical now.
Uh-oh.
What the heck is it? Omna something another. But it starts out Omni.
Omni.
Yeah, so it's...
It's the Omni. Here we go again.
Yeah. But it's really, really contagious. And it came from South Africa.
Well, remember, they had the death variant.
But this one here, one of the medical professionals in South Africa that actually first found this new variant.
Okay.
She was saying, that we shouldn't overreact. Now, this is after everybody is doing new shutdowns. Right. But she says, I don't know why everybody's overreacting. We don't even know how dangerous it is, or even if it is dangerous. She says nobody's died from it yet.
Too late. Too late. And now she's gone. Yeah. God.
It's all just a big farce.
Political fear mongering.
No, it's not just that. It's war has been motivating our economy for decades.
200 years?
Yeah.
Wait, since 1776?
But that's what we've been doing, and that's what gave us our standing in the world, financially and everything. But it's been war that kept our economy going.
Right.
But it has been dropping down more and more, and they needed to find something to boost the economy. And it's no longer war that's boosting it. It's a medical crisis.
Fear.
It's the pharmaceuticals. It's the panic from these different diseases that they can well up. And,
Just wait until racism is labeled as a disease.
Well,
That's coming.
It is. I just don't understand. Why. They're still. I understand why they made animal cookies free. Okay, they had to set the animals free. Okay. I don't understand why Uncle Ben and Aunt Jemima are no longer allowed, and why that was considered racist. I mean, you know.
Well, look at the Land O'Lakes butter.
Well, yeah.
They took the Indian off the box, but they kept the land, just like always.
Yeah. And yet, the Cracker Jacks is not considered racist.
Baby, It's Cold Outside. They took off the air. Leonard Skinner, Sweet Home Alabama. No problem.
Hmm.
You want to talk about a racist song? Listen to the lyrics of that song. But Baby, It's Cold Outside is a rapey song. Yeah, no, it's not.
Yeah, I just don't understand it, I mean...
Because the problem with America today, you're the problem. Because you let all this happen. I'm the problem because I let all this happen. We are the problem with what is going on in America today because we have let our government take control when we are supposed to control the government. That's what the Constitution was. But then again, see, the Constitution was written by these rich, affluent white people that had slaves going, oh yeah, everyone's free. It was just like, we are taking power and this is how we are keeping power. That's what the Constitution was. It had nothing to do with you and me today being free and able to make choices. I don't know why people can't see that. I don't know why they don't care.
Well, I disagree that it's you and me. I think that between the government and the media, it doesn't really matter. We're kind of one way or the other. Pardon my language.
I'll
try and beep that out.
We're only effed until we stop letting ourselves be effed. Because, yes, the government and the media are a conglomerate working against the people. They don't work for us. They work against us. They drive our decisions. They drive our emotions. They drive our information. And so as long as they control the information, as long as they control the food, they control us. So if we don't want to take control, because we obviously don't, because we're so happy to have these masks on our faces and sit in our homes using Uber Eats until we're broke and dead. So, it's
you're such a cheery man.
We have created our own prison, and we're happy to sit in our cells.
Some of us are. But there are some of us, a select few, I guess, maybe, that are not happy sitting in our own shit and just leaving it that way. Which is one.
But those 10 people out of the 300 million
yeah.
don't matter. Because, see, here's the thing.
And I'm used to being told I don't matter.
The government controls the media. So if I got up and I did something, 4 people would be like, oh, he was a great person. And the rest of the world would be like listening to the media going, he was a terrorist. Here's his manifesto. He's a bad guy. So, it's so easy to have the world turned against you if you go against what the people in power want.
Well, and the funny part is the people, you know how they, the people in power, the term of that is changed over the years a bit too. Because it used to be the people in power were the government and the big conglomerates and this kind of thing. But now it's not only them, but it's the media, and then it's the super rich.
There's 100 people on this planet that control the entire planet.
But the point I was trying to get at is that
we kill them.
No,
we're fucked.
Actually, you don't even have to go that far. You just got to quit letting them.
No. You got to eliminate them and their families, because killing the patriarch and the matriarch doesn't matter if they have kids, because the kids get the next thing up. So you eliminate the whole Rockefeller family. You eliminate the whole J.P. Morgan family. You eliminate the whole Soros family. Everything, start to finish, from George to anyone that's even got a drop of his blood in it. Otherwise, we're screwed. And am I calling for revolution? Yes.
Well, I don't really think so, because the way I look at it is, we're the piss ants of the world.
Oh yeah.
Okay. And then and they are more like the what do you call them? The termites. Okay. Or better yet, grasshoppers. Okay, you ever see bugs? You know, or Bug's Life or whatever that is. Okay. So think of us as or them as the grasshoppers, we're the ants. If we actually got our heads out of our butts enough to actually stand up together, they wouldn't have a chance.
Yeah, but so many
Because,
people
see,
like the taste of their own poop.
Well,
They want to keep their head up their butt.
Yeah. That is the sad part, you know.
And you know what? They've been told that their poop tastes great, and they keep their head up there from beginning, from birth.
Yeah, and that's one of the things that drives me nuts, because I know a lot of those people that had their head up their butt so long that anytime they fart now, it just goes, you know, there ain't nothing, no noise whatsoever. They're just, and drives you nuts. But if we actually came together and had a plan and had, you know, agreed to quit agreeing with them and start agreeing with what's right, then we could make the change.
Yep.
You know. But there again, you know, it's like I've been
That's
saying.
a revolution. See,
Yeah, well,
revolutions don't have to be violent,
and yet you were
but they
calling
need
for
a beginning.
violence.
I
Oh,
am
yeah.
calling for violence
Yeah.
because that's what people of violence understand is violence.
Yeah.
And those are people of violence, believe me, because they start wars. And they do epidemics like the crack epidemic. You think that just happened? Someone actually, oops, what's this? Oh, well, I might as well smoke it. Oh my goodness, it's crack. Someone made that and brought it to the poor people and said, here, you want to get hooked on this? Hopefully it kills a lot of you. Like heroin. Hey, look, we found this drug in Asia. Let's bring it over here, and then hopefully it kills a lot of you. That's what their population control is their number one concern. The purposeful mismanagement of natural resources is their number two concern, because that keeps us hungry, keeps us in poor conditioned areas. It keeps people without water. I mean, Nestle wants to privatize water. You want to let Nestle privatize water? You probably do. Nothing I can do about that.
Well, good luck with that, because I work for Niagara. They're not a Nestle company.
Yeah. Nestle, Pepsi, and Coca-Cola are the three biggest water bottling companies on the planet, and they get trillions of gallons for a tenth of a penny per gallon, and they sell it to you for $2 to $3 for 16 ounces.
Go lay down. Go.
In a way, we're like this dog. Someone's got authority that we allow them to have over us, and we reluctantly obey them, but we obey.
Yeah, and I am in the same boat. I obey him more often than I should. You know, and you know, I don't know how it happened or when it happened, but I know that my wife has been the boss for a long time. I know when we first got married, I was. I said
She let you keep that illusion.
Yeah. But I don't know how she switched it or when.
She didn't. Yeah. You switched it. As soon as you said, she's the one. Just like I did. She's the boss. There's a reason she's the boss, though. That's why I'm retired.
Yeah, well, that's why my house is getting paid off so fast, you know.
See?
And that's why we bought the house. That's why we bought the bike. That's how we bought the bike. That's how we bought the...
everything.
Yeah. If she was twins, if I was a polygamist or a bigamist and she was twins, I would be the richest man in the world. Because I could take a penny, throw it between them, and then sell the copper wire that is formed. Because that woman can stretch a penny like you would not believe.
Nice.
I mean, and she
I'm looking
memorizes.
into Mormonism.
She memorizes prices. You know, I mean, like we went to the store we normally go to, you know, for regular food and everything, you know, and then she tells me, you know, well, this is a lot cheaper over at Walmart. And
Well, of course it is.
And then, but she'll say, but this is cheaper here. Or, no, this isn't, it's more expensive here, and Walmart is this price, but SARS, we can go there and it's cheaper. And how she remembers from one time to, and this could be 2-3 months since we've been to whichever store, and, but she can tell you, well, it was only that, and, yeah, I don't know how. I can't do it, but then I'm lazy.
Yeah.
I'm cooking dinner that night, and say we need a couple of avocados. Instead of wasting my time going all the way over to Winco or Walmart or someplace like that, that's further away, but and cheaper, I'll just go to Safeway because it's closer, and I can get in and out, and I'm back cooking. Where she will sit there and everything and hit 3 different stores to get 4 different items because she can save the money. And I tell her, well, what about the gas? You're burning gas going from one store to the next. She says, yeah, but this is $1.50 cheaper over here. I'm not burning that much gas. Okay. So, don't know how she does it.
Nope.
But yeah,
I don't see anything changing for the better for a long time because people are enjoying what's happening too much.
Yeah.
I mean, they'll complain. It's horrible. But they won't make a change.
Yeah, well, we've seen that time and time again just over the elections.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, everybody, I get such a kick out of it because, that, oh, well, I'm going to vote for Trump because he's going to make everything better. Oh, I'm going to vote for Biden. I have a hard time even fathoming that one, but he's going to make it all better. Or I'm going to vote for Clinton because she's going to, ain't none of them going to be able to do squat unless you get all the riffraff around them out of there. And you got to replace everybody that's in the Senate, in the Congress, all of them.
But that won't happen.
No, yeah, you got to get rid of the old, put in the new.
Mitch McConnell, still in office. How long has he been in office? 40 years. Who's he run against? Nobody. Why is he still in office? I would elect a dead maggot over McConnell. I would elect a dead maggot over Pelosi. Why are these people? How come they're allowed to be in power for 3, 4, 5, 6 decades, and the president's only allowed to be in there for 2 terms because he's got too much power?
He doesn't have any power.
President doesn't have any power. Our Senate barely has any power. The people that pull the strings on our government have all the power, and we're happy with it. If we weren't happy with it, it wouldn't be this way. But we're happy with it. 2-party system is a failed system. Failed. You can see that it's failed. Look at this country. Look at the state this country's in. 2-party system is a failed system.
Yeah.
We need a parliament. We need more people represented by a more diverse crowd. We need to have more than just the garbage party and the trash party. We need the poop party and the crap party and the dog party and the cat party. We need a parliament.
In other words, what you want? Let me
Or
let me rephrase what you just said.
Let this country be split into 3 pieces and have a tri-kingdom. Then we can have wars against ourselves instead of taking it to other countries. That way we manufacture and destroy here and make the money here.
Well, that's what we're doing already anyway, in a lot of ways. But so what you're saying is, instead of just the elephants and the donkeys, we're going to have dung beetles. We're going to have rabbits,
and raccoons,
and raccoons.
Squirrels.
Well, yeah,
Squirrel.
Yeah, that would actually work.
Yes.
But you got to also have the ostriches.
Everything. Everyone needs to be represented. I mean, everybody. And I think they should have age limits for the government, but I think it shouldn't be. You have to be 36 to be president. I think if you're 45 years old, you should stop running, and if you're 50 years old, you are removed.
I just think
we need a younger government. Well, we need younger people to control a younger country.
We also need to make sure that the career politicians are no longer there.
I think that we should eliminate career politicians. Shouldn't be a vernacular in our lexicon at all. You should be everyone should be limited to 2 terms per post. So you can go from city council to city representative to mayor to senator to to president. You can do it all. But you can only do each one 2 terms. So if you've got the will and you've got the drive and you've got
the reputation,
the policies that can keep you in office, then you can make it. But if you're just another garbage person like Biden, Pelosi, Trump, Reagan, Kennedy. Oops, did I say Kennedy? Yeah, he was a garbage person too. Look it up. You shouldn't get more than 2 terms in any type of political position where you have actual power. And they should eliminate the assigned posts like the Fauci post and the Federal Reserve post. Matter of fact, they should eliminate the Federal Reserve. Did you know that in the Constitution we're not supposed to have paper money? Did you know that? Did you know it's only supposed to be coinage? Look it up. It's in the Constitution.
Well, in that case, I am a constitutional kind of man.
I'm absolutely constitutional. I got all kinds of coins.
Okay, because I'm married with children, so I don't actually get cash. I get change, small change.
The pennies. I get the pennies.
Pennies, nickels, dimes. I get quarters. I have some quarters in my truck.
Don't say that too loud.
She ain't home.
Now she's in the truck. Yeah, there's a lot of things. I mean, honestly, we should just scrap the Constitution that this country has and rewrite it. And we should let affluential people write it, like Thomas Sowell,
I think it should be not rewritten. I think we ought to keep it as is. However, I do think it should be translated into modern English, and it should be reread by everybody.
I have a copy of the Constitution and the Bill of Rights in my office. But, it's like Playboy. I only have it for the articles.
Hey, I have to admit, when I started stealing, or not stealing, but
Borrowing.
getting the Playboys, it wasn't stealing because we were getting them out of the dumpster. Bagby's was a corner store and bar, gas station combination in the town I was growing up. And the first of the month, they got the new magazines, and they took all the old ones and threw them in the dumpster. Well, when he closed, guess who went into the dumpsters? Me and my friends.
Kids with penises.
Yep.
And a couple with tits.
But, I never did really get into the really rank ones like, Hustlers and, this kind of stuff. But I always liked the Playboys because they did have party jokes. On the back side of the centerfold, they always had those party jokes. And believe it or not, I can still remember 2 of them from when I was a kid. Man's greatest inventions are very few, though puns are prone to rate too. As vitally clever, the will and the lever, more essential by far is the screw. Hard to believe. I mean, I was 10 years old when I read that. But they had some really funny jokes in there, and they actually had a joke section too, and I haven't looked in one in
How to
decades.
monetize womanizing.
Yeah, but I don't think I've looked in a actual Playboy or anything like that in 30 years.
Yeah, about 20 for me. But then again, I knew a couple models. So. I have 2 signed Playboys.
Yeah, well, I had a couple of signed Playboys too because I wrote my name in them.
Oh, man.
But
we need a radical change, and we're just not going to get it in our lifetime.
We
Especially
could if
someone
we
like me who doesn't have children to train everything that's going on around them is incorrect.
Yeah, well, a lot of that could also be the educational system.
We don't have an educational system.
Yeah, we do.
We have an indoctrination system.
No, it's an educational. They
it
teach them to be idiots.
No, no.
Yeah. They teach them how not to think for themselves. They teach them that their competition is not a good thing.
Yeah.
They
We're all winners. I got my trophy.
Yeah. You know, when my brother was in Special Olympics, you know, he'd been in Special Olympics forever until he was too old. They wouldn't let him compete anymore, you know. But, you know, when he first started and everything, you know, there was, you know, a couple of winners in each category. And then it got to where everybody got a participation trophy. So it didn't really matter if they won or not, but as long as they finished, you know.
Jerry's not here, but he was, you know, he could have been in this competition, so he gets a trophy too.
No, they had to actually finish to get the trophy,
whatever.
you know. And, you know, so he had a lot of ribbons and stuff like this, you know, and he was very proud of them, you know, but he practiced, he worked at it, he tried, you know. And his wife, the same thing, you know, she was into swimming. You know, she was never all what you'd call a fish or a swan or anything, but, you know, she tried. And, you know, so she had her ribbons too. But what I've seen a lot of times, they don't even have to try. All they got to do is show up, you know. And
sometimes they don't even got to show up.
Yeah, that's just sad.
We got trophies for everybody. Bobby, Tony, and Marcus couldn't be here because they were playing with their poop, but they all get trophies.
It's called modeling.
That's a mud model. I make my own mud. Gotta eat fibrous food to be able to make it stand tall.
Well, that was like a pretty crappy conversation right there.
Just flush that one.
Goosh.
That's another thing. Sound effects and fun stuff. Do we do that? Do we have fun? Do you do that? Do you edit that stuff in? You can't do that when you're doing it live, though, unless you have the...
well, actually, you can, but you have to plan it ahead.
Yeah, I can't remember what the thing is. It's on the other... I got two computers over there. I got mine, and then I got the station computer. And the station computer has all the fun stuff on it. And I just don't know how to operate it. Because it's got this... It's got this thing. It's like 50 buttons you can click, and you just program what you want on it. Like a car screeching, or birds chirping, or a fart, or whatever. And you just click on it. And like, you know, back when I had a good engineer, we do things, and he'd had the button, or the button, yay, you know. So it's kind of that's going to be a necessary evil. I'm gonna have to have that implemented into my live stuff. Got to figure out how to do it though.
He wasn't calling you.
I think the real fun part about doing a 3-hour live and having cameras fixed is that as we change segments, we'll just run music, and you can watch us getting ready for the next thing. It'll be kind of fun.
We don't have the power of montage here. You're going to have to watch us get ready.
Yeah, we used to. The very first attempt I had at a podcast, I had my youngest daughter, Belle, join me. And it was talking about, you know, we were discussing her life and what she was feeling and stuff, you know. And, but I'd planned ahead a little bit about what we were going to do and talk about and everything, you know. And so I went ahead and I put, you know, I found a couple of sound effects, put it in here, you know, and had the player open. So, you know, when I said, you know, okay, we are going to delve into the mind of an 11-year-old girl, and I clicked the button and you hear this blood-curdling scream, you know. And, you know, but, and in the very beginning, you know, I had chickens clucking and everything, you know, when I introduced the Rubber Chicken Radio segment, you know, and this kind of stuff. So, you know, but if you plan ahead, you can do it, and there's no cost, really, you know. But, yeah, I thought about getting one of those boxes, but, you know, I've also got a thing in my office.
This one's on the internet, man. I'll get Trevor to show you. It's awesome.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, because I got a deal here to where, you know, I can set it up. It's all just, you know, buttons, but they're, you know, remote buttons. So you plug it into the computer and everything, and then you can like draw out a piece of paper, you know, and put down, you know, what they're for, the function of it, and then program each one of those buttons, and just push that button, and you can move them around, whatever.
So just like almost like a synthetic drum machine. You just like laughs and claps and blahs and.
Hold on, down off the shelf. But yeah, this.
Oh yeah, nice.
Yeah,
Nice.
Yeah, and it's really cool because see, I built a computer that had 3 monitors, and I was doing flight simulator. And,
oh man!
I bought a combat simulator, and I was going to use that for the guns and the camera views and all that kind of stuff. But I married my wife, and then my flight simulator became, not that important. But like I said, I bought this thing years ago, and I just never did use it. I keep thinking, well, I got to use it, so. But yeah, I still got my yoke. I still got the rudder pedals, my throttles and stuff. But
Wow. Okay. When did you buy this?
About 16 years ago, but it still works.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, just like my rudder pedals and my yoke.
98 ME 2000 Vista. Yeah, it might still work. That's cool.
Yeah. But like I said, I've got the the yoke, the flight yoke, so and then I've got the throttle mounts onto the side, so you can throttle on up. You got I think it's got 6 levers for the throttle.
Really?
Yeah. And then you got the rudder pedals, with the toe brakes and stuff. And then you got these little stoppers that you can put behind the pedals, so you can use them for like a throttle and a brake on a car, and use it for for driving and stuff. It's cool.
That is cool.
But yeah. So once I get everything figured out, I still haven't even got all this figured out yet as far as what I'm going to do with it, I keep thinking I need more room, and then I think, no, I don't want to use more room. I need less room. And but we'll see how it goes.
Definitely trying.
But yeah, these CH products.
Not affiliated, not sponsored.
True. But they're actually considered the best for by the actual airports and
really?
flight schools and stuff. They work really well with like Flight Simulator from Microsoft, that kind of stuff. Yeah. In fact, first time I ever saw them was when I was taking flying lessons over there at Boeing Field.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but I like them. So. I'll like them even more if they pay me for that little spot I just gave them.
Right.
This 16-year-old product.
Oh, man. We need to set up an actual schedule to where we can start doing this live and getting people to refer to, but that'll be further down the line. In the meantime, though, we will set it up to where, let's see here. I already have submissions. What's the other one? What was the one I did? I said the new email.
I thought it was submissions. What was the one you're talking about?
No, I already have that one. That's for people that want to submit their jokes or their music.
Because you're a suggestion.
Suggestions, that's the word. So I will set up before the end of the day. I'll have suggestions set up for an email.
So you can tell us what you want us to talk about.
Yeah. If
It can be anything, too. Stuff we don't know nothing about, we'll talk about it. Stuff we know everything about, we'll talk about it. We might not get either of them right, but we'll do it. For you.
Yeah. We will actually, I will actually try and do a little bit, not a lot, but a little bit of research.
I'll think about doing research. That I guarantee.
Yeah, I think I'll. Nah, I ain't gonna do research.
I knew there was some research at the bottom of this baggie of weed.
Gary, are you going tomorrow?
Yeah. So, Nate Jackson's tomorrow evening, open mic. He and
Tuesdays.
Yeah.
8 o'clock. Nate Jackson, Super Funny Comedy Club, 84th and Hosmer, at the Holiday Inn Express.
Yep. On the I-5 side. So you got to drive around the back because they won't let us in the front.
On the I-5 side? It's on the
I-5 side.
on the northbound I-5 side.
Well, it would be really hard to get it on the southbound I-5 side because it's on the northbound side of the freeway.
Now you know where it is. You better be there.
Yep. So, been working on some new material too.
Yeah, I've been trying to work on that dishwasher joke. It's a good one. Thank you.
You're welcome. Anyway, thank you all for joining us for another exciting episode of You Must Be Joking,
Right?
Yeah. Anyhow, that's it for this time around.
We love you all. Have a good day.